What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Legends of Grimrock, where I fumbled blindly through the game trying to figure out where things are at. I went back, so I wanted to confess to this. I went back and I figured out how to get this Book of Infinite Wisdom. You may recall from the previous episode, or maybe the one before that, there was a book behind a gate in one of these little rooms over here. I went back and got that because it seemed like it was too valuable not to leave. I did look up what the book was. I didn't look up the solution, but I looked up what the book was on this floor on a loot list, and I was like, well, I kind of want that. And so it gives us 5 skill points. I don't know who to put it on. I think the best application, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. The best application probably, looking at who we have right now, she's got a lot of dodge. Part of me is leaning towards putting it on the mage, because with 5 points he could move all the way up to almost improved combat caster, and then that means next level he would be at improved combat caster, and from there we could do something else. I'd love to get him to Archmage. I mean, the 50% off all spell cost is amazing. That's kind of like the discount, like Costco version of spellcasting, which would be really great. I'd love to get myself some bulk discounts on ass kicking, but for now, let's go down to floor number 5 and see what we're up against. We should be up against a textural change right here. Oh, hold on, there we go. I sidestepped. That looked like a crack that I could click, and the cracks are actually looking a lot less obvious now. This could get a little bit weird. Unfortunately, the game has decided to up the difficulty on me. How dare the game increase its difficulty as we get further and further into the game? How dare it do so? Well, I think what we'll do for right now, I'm going to start clicking around on these cracks until I figure out what the ones look like that are going to be indicative of secret stuff on these levels. But I think all of these are sort of just kind of decoy cracks. Cracks hiding in the bushes trying to trick me into doing something dumb instead of giving into their leafy charms. This room looks really terrifying, like something horrible is gonna happen when I step in here. What's up, naked man with spear? Can I click anything on you? Does anything happen when I click, like, do you have a button nipple? A button nipple? A nip button, I guess. You would also mention, so I will fess up that every single episode I've done up until this point was recorded in one sitting. I did all of them in one sitting. I had like this day where I felt uber motivated to play this game, and so I try to capitalize on that whenever I'm in that situation. That helmet right there seems like it would really sort of limit your peripheral vision and make it hard to see in front of you more than anything else, but whatever. I don't judge a man's head accessory. Whatever makes him feel better about the situation. This guy over here is just copying. I like that helmet right there, though. That helmet's dope. That looks like something from Dark Souls. Well, this guy appears to be the only one. Yeah, no, never mind. There's another guy with an axe over here. You guys have all mentioned that I can also click these little hooks and things, and that maybe they will uncover secrets. And so I'm going to do my best from now on to try and click like everything as we go around, because I do feel like I've been missing out on certain things. It's my blind playthrough. I mean, you are really going to have to sort of grit your teeth and bear with me as we go through, because I have no idea. I'm really sort of testing out a new game for all intents and purposes, and this is kind of one of the problems with playing an old game for the first time on your channel, is that everybody else has had years to really master the game and play the hell out of it. So over here we've got a keyhole. Over here it looks like we've got a room that won't, there's something sitting on a shelf over there, and there may be something around the corner. Let's do like a quick inventory of everything that's in this room. Over here we've got a magic spell right there, which makes me pretty happy. You would all also mention that I should probably limit myself to like one school of magic and spell crafting. So I may start doing that from now on. I don't know. I'm Master of no trade seems to be the sort of thing that I end up doing in a lot of games, just because on my first playthrough I love to try out just random new things and be like, what is this? What is this? Okay, what is this? A crossbow quarrel. I think we already had a few of those, but if we could find ourselves a crossbow to go with it, I don't think that would be something that I would argue with. It would not make me quarrelsome if I wanted to be especially punny about the situation. We've got a scroll of fire. Ooh, fire shield. What does fire shield do? Fire Magic 16, so we're actually gonna have to buff up for that one a little bit. We're only at Fire Magic 8 right now. Well then, Fire Shield, as I recall, I think I looked up a list of the spells, not how to do the spells. Once again, I'm not cheating in between episodes. I looked up how to do the spells. Or, I'm sorry, not how to do the spells. I looked up a list of spells. There we go. I can finally get this sentence out. I'm having like a bad day right now. I don't know. I slept too late. Everything just isn't working out for me right now. And I think it's gonna cross over into my playthrough world. But as I was saying, I looked up a list of spells, and I think what Fire Shield did is it negated all fire damage or something like that along the way. Okay, so we've got another switch over here. Let's go ahead and pull that. Give it a good tug. Not too hard, though, because if it comes off the wall, I'm going to deny it and say that it's not my fault. I think the switches on this level actually looked like little switches in the walls. Like that right there. Ah, so there we are. There's our... Is this a secret or is this just part of the normal level? Oh, wow. Okay, so we got a secret inside a secret. So we're already getting started with the secretception. We've got an iron key. I'm willing to bet it probably goes to that lock that's in the other room. I'm going to do my best to pick up torches from now on, because I do think that our torch supply has been looking a little bit lower lately. And so that's another thing that I did, is I went back through the 4th floor and I grabbed all the torches, and I also fiddled with all the sconces and things just to make sure. We'll open that up so that we don't have to go all the way around the horn whenever we want to get in here. There's a wooden crate right here. Let's crack it open and see what goodies it has for us. It's got some alchemical supplies. Ooh, a scroll of light. Okay. Alright, so let's try that out. Oh, that's kind of awesome. Okay, I think everybody had mentioned that in the comments in the previous episodes that there was a light spell. But once again, I'm trying not to cheat, so I didn't look it up. But there it is. So let's hand this whole crate off to Randolph, even though he's now encumbered. We'll start giving some of these potions out to the people in the front lines. We do have a lot of stuff that we could potentially be crafting at the moment. Maybe we'll just take the alchemical supplies out then, and the spell crafting supplies, and we'll throw the rest of this on somebody else so that they can organize their inventory a little bit better. I know she's carrying around all of our food supplies, so that's probably not a bad plan to give it to her. Organize all that right there so that we can distribute food appropriately. We'll give that back to Randolph. He's no longer using torches, so I don't even know if we need to carry those around anymore. And the switch opened this up right here for a secret. It's going to give us a scaled cloak. I thought that was a tacet for a second. I thought it was just like an armored loincloth. But nope. Although it doesn't appear to be doing a very good job at guarding the loins, because it's very distinctly open in the front. So it's like a scale mail Asgard, I suppose. An Asgard, if you wanted to put it in a Viking context. So what can I do? A scaled cloak gives you evasion +8. I'm going to work on his evasion a little bit further, because I think his armor and his evasion are starting to fall behind our rogue. Truffle Tongue appears to have the better stats over the two. I took your advice, and I put the throwing weapons on her in case we wanted to kite things around like we had been doing in previous episodes. So I think that should work out okay. We'll have her start throwing things, because you get the damage no matter what, so might as well. Let's find that other door, which is not over here, although I'm thinking that this light is not quite as bright. This little light of mine is not quite as bright when I let it shine as I want it to be. So I'm going to swap back over to a torch for now. We're already carrying around like 400 in the damn things anyway, so we might as well. We'll open this up. Oh, that's the other thing that I found when I was running around on the previous floor. I found another... Where'd it go? I know it's here somewhere. What did I do with it? It's here. I know it's here. I found another bone charm. And I don't recall what I did with it. I did something with it, or something. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. Maybe I re-equipped it on him or something. Not sure. I found another bone charm while I was wandering around. That's about the best that I can say right now. So let's have a look at the map. We'll get a feel for this, because the levels are starting to get quite sprawling. What in the hell is that? Like a death crab over there. Came to the dungeons and got crabs. Got crabs, spiders. What else could go wrong here? We are itchy, we are poisoned, we are not happy, we need like a little comb or something, or at least a shaving apparatus. Can I jiggle these chains like a ghost on Christmas? Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Nope, no jiggling happened. Commencing the jiggling will not occur here. That thing looks like it's about to spit at me or something. So I'm not really happy about sitting in front of it. However, we shall inspect its hind end just in case there's a button hidden anywhere. Boop! Watch its eyes get wide. Like, whoo! I didn't sign up to be that kind of guardian of the dungeon. I'll leave the torch here for now. I think we've got enough. I think we've got 8 of them now. Give all the food to her, because that is her job. She is the quartermaster in all this. Search one room at a time. I can't push this or anything, can I? Okay, can't be pushed. Let's move carefully towards the future. There's a series of buttons and a switch. We'll try the switch first. I didn't hear anything trigger, but that doesn't mean that something didn't trigger. So while the game seems to be very, very infatuated with being tricksy and confusing me, I think it may have opened a gate back there with the something. I don't know. I don't hear anything happening when I push the button. Probably has something to do with this room right here. So that opened up those and those. So my guess is that each switch controls a differing set of these. This seems like one of those things that I'm just going to blunder my way through, because the pattern is complicated and it makes my head hurt. Well, luckily, it doesn't affect anything in here. Oh. So there. There. And that made them all fall through? Okay. Maybe you only get a certain amount of button presses. I think you do. I think you only get like 3 button presses. Can I throw something at that? Let's find out. Although this might be a bad plan. Okay. So that appears to have modified this over here. It did not help that situation at all. So it modifies the outer ring as far as I can tell. Kind of. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't get this one. Does it? It's getting that little L shape right there. See, I'm not sure. It also triggers the center ones. It's like one of those weird times where I'm just not seeing the pattern. And I just want the whole thing to reset. It also doesn't help that they put the button where you have to turn around every time you use it. Let's try what I had talked about previously. Okay, so that doesn't work. I was hoping it might, but, you know, lofty hopes. I really don't want to fiddle with this entire thing for a whole episode, so I'm going to make a cut right here, and we'll start back up once I figure this out. Okay, so as you can see, I've made it across the pit right now. It took a little bit of finagling. I figured it out eventually. So I think the combination was that button, then I hit that button, I come back, I hit that button, and then I hit that button. It opened this up over here. I hit this button one more time, and it made it go across here. I think that was the combination. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention very well. And now we've got a genitalia flapper coming at us. Oh, a green one. They've changed colors. What do you know? Oh, I fizzled. I hit the wrong spell. No! I want to shoot you with a frost bolt. There we go. Lovely. We're actually beginning to hack through these mobs pretty quickly. Ooh. Okay, this one's a little bit more painful. There it is. Let's pick up all of our ammo. I should also briefly consider falling down into one of these pits, shouldn't I? If I wanted to undo this, I gotta do this over here. I don't suppose that torch does anything, right? Nope, torch does nothing, and it doesn't look like there's any buttons along any of the walls or anything. Is there anything in there that looks delightful? I don't see a button on that wall. And I don't see a button on that wall, although... Oh, there's a note. I was going to say there's something on the floor right there, but we can reset that easily enough. So we'll take that torch, and I can reset this super easy. So we just need to fill... Oh, hello. I'll take you, definitely. Absolutely. I don't see anything in here either. take a first-hand look, and this is probably from Torin or whatever his name is, Turum, that's what it was. I preserved some of my extra herder caps in the nearby room. I'm not quite sure what the exact sequence of events was that opened the door, but I think I had to do 3 things, and I'm certain that at one point I pulled the lever repeatedly, leaving it in an upright position. I hope the food hasn't gone bad. So he did 3 things and pulled the lever. That's not super helpful. That's basically... Let me drop the torch here. We'll grab another one so that we can see one more time. Alright, good. So we've got that. So that's in an upright position. Let's fiddle. Okay, let's do this logically here. I mean, we can go right, left, switch. Assuming that's even how it works. Left, right, switch. Okay. That didn't work. We can go switch. And then come back and hit the switch again. Okay. We can go around this way. That doesn't appear to have done anything for us. I mean, there is the possibility we push the buttons multiple times. Read the note one more time. So I think I had to do 3 things, and I'm certain that at one point I pulled the lever repeatedly. Okay. 3 things, and then the lever. Oh, Christ. Okay, so those little dudes are in there. We don't want to mess with them right now. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's right, they shoot. I forgot about that. Okay, I think we got him. Oh, we got one of them. Oh, it froze him. That's good. That's amazing for us. I didn't even realize that could happen. I learned something today. Oh, and now we're poisoned again. Hell. That damn thing is gassing us out here. Wow, that one felt a little bit tougher than all the previous fun guys we had run across. I'm almost positive that one was a little bit meaner. It felt like it had... I'm not completely sure how I solved this puzzle in here, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about a good thing. I mean, sometimes with this game, I feel like I just push a bunch of random buttons and then eventually something good happens. The Conjurer's Hat. So that we can be a conjurer of cheap tricks, and then eventually we'll be able to advance ourselves up to Gandalf level. For right now, whenever I do something spooky, it doesn't quite dim the lights. Like, they almost, like, sometimes the tips of the candles will kind of waver around a little bit, but I can't put out the lights just by getting angry yet. I wish that I could, but I can't. It gives him willpower +2 and protection +1. Sounds good. And then this guy put his herder cap in there. Let's jiggle some chains. Yes, yes, no. I don't know if people are messing with me. People could be messing with me when they say that the chains actually do jiggle. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm going to sleep right now. This is also usually a pretty good time for me to figure out who needs to eat, because I haven't fed anybody in a while. They're starting to look a little bit emaciated. Their rib cage is starting to stick out. It's been a long journey, and they've been through a lot. Obviously, Randolph, I think he keeps sneaking into the food sack because he doesn't look thinner at all. He keeps trying to blame it on Truffle Tongue, and Truffle Tongue keeps denying it. I don't know, maybe Truffle Tongue does just have a really good, metabolism, and Randolph just doesn't have the metabolism. That's also a possibility. Can I destroy these? I can. Okay, let's get those out of the way. Let's get a feel for this dungeon. Am I back where I was? Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, so there's definitely something on the opposite side of that door. You can hear it making nasty, squishy noises. Sounds as though it hasn't bathed in quite some time. It's got like a Christina Aguilera thing going on. There we are. We'll put that in there so that we have more throwables. And we do have the key, so I suppose... I'm going to save my game, too. I haven't done that in a while. Let's put that right there, and... Okay, so there's 2 of them. I want to fight them in a hallway if I can help it. Oh, we got that pre-prepared. All right. Or prepared, I guess. I don't even need to say pre-prepared. That's even worse. Okay, so there's one down. I'm going to try and pick up as much of my ammo as possible. Let's get ready with the flame attack for this little guy. Oh, damn it. Okay, so we're getting fired on by something now. Okay, so we've got another projectile spewing monstrosity over here. Oh, good. How do you feel now, you dick? How did that work out for you? Froze. Froze in place like the punk that you are. God, that hurts. Alright, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to play. This game is not working for me. Okay, we got that guy right there. It's amazing how even though the combat is sort of slow-paced, it's interesting. Can I pull on this guy's ball and chain? I don't know. Is that the sort of thing that you ask yourself on a regular night at the Y? I'm not sure. I'm going to do it either way because he looks quite rigid and it doesn't matter, but that's right. I picked that word on purpose. We're just being funny right now. So we still have a big old hole in the floor right here. We may have to rest again, too, because frankly, we're getting pretty mashed up in all of these combats. We've come across more and more enemies that are able to AoE our entire group with a single cast, and so it's not nice that the enemy is now on equal footing with Randolph. It makes me sad. It makes me very, very sad that they're able to do those sorts of things to me. Randolph, oh Christ, regain your acuity faster. Ooh, we got him. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, damn it. Okay, so I'm going to have to remember that that arrow's back there. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Son of a bitch. Okay, so we got him right there. Let me go get my other arrow, which I fired into the wall on accident. Cool. So we've got all of our stuff now. We got attacked from this direction. So obviously there was something on the opposite side of this. We're already out of mana again. Damn it, Randolph. Damn it. Always out of ammo. Now, in the previous episode, we had gone across that trap with the skeletons. Apparently, I was talking to a couple people, and I was supposed to, like, farm skeletons in there for a while. I guess you can level up a bunch of times if you do it, but I didn't. So I guess we might be a little bit low level for right now. Let me cancel that out. I was checking my timer to see how long the episode has left to go, because I got, like, this little iPhone timer, but it closes itself down, and so I end up trying to... I strongly dislike that sound. That clattering makes me upset. Let's give that to her. I think I'm going to have Randolph use the book, and we're going to try and get him more mana because his energy is just dropping off hard. So let's go for Spellcraft, I guess, because he needs the energy badly. And that should put him up a bit more. Not a ton more, but a little bit. Okay, so there's an energy crystal right there. Yeah, a little crabby thing. We're not going to mess with him right now. A tattered cloak. How many tattered cloaks do we need? I think we're carrying around a bunch of those damn things. I guess that's... I thought it got out of the cage for a second. I got scared. I got scared for a minute. I thought that it got out of its little cagey thing. Yeah, so we'll put a cloak on him. I guess this is the medieval version of a cloaking device. This is the original cloaking device. It's an actual cloak. There's no wordplay here. It's just the original cloaking device was a cloak. Let's put that over there. We've got this thing right here, and I'm sort of loath to let it go, but I don't know how mean this thing's gonna be. Well, I suppose there's no time like the present. Oh, it's actually... seems to be a little bit immune to the charms of my piercing weapons. Oh, we got him. Okay. So let's get some freebie hits off here. Oh, he double strikes. Okay. So I don't know if that thing... I think it's a boss. That thing's hitting really, really hard. Oh, we got him. Ah. Do I have any health potions? Yeah, drink that. Get us back up and running. Oh, we got him. 450 XP. Yeah, I think he must have been a boss or something because that was a lot of XP. I didn't want to cut the episode and come back and then kill the crabby boss. Like, I didn't want to leave people in suspense. Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like, if this had been the first episode of the series, totally would have left all of you in suspense because that's how you build up a first episode right there. Little bit of you. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. But at least I clicked the crystal first. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I'm gonna back off. Oh, I'm so glad that this thing does not do well with freezing. I cannot tell you how happy I am right now that this strategy works. Although Randolph's gonna need an energy potion pretty soon. Work? Yeah, buddy. Oh, she's out of ammo. Okay, so let's go with a frost bomb, maybe. Ah, that did it. That'll do her. Unfortunately, whenever I do this, it gets rid of my throwing devices, so that's cool. That works out. I'm pretty happy about this. 450 XP per person, although that didn't ding anybody, which is surprising to me. So I guess we'll take our leave right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Legend of Grimrock. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and as always, hi-do.